Good morning. Just leaving Peculiar, Missouri. We drove the truck, and yes, I'm in the truck today. Heading back home to North Carolina. The Ford F-250 pulled several tons up to Wyoming of building materials. We got there, left that there, had to bring a Subaru from Saratoga all the way to Omaha, Nebraska. We did that yesterday and then drove here to Peculiar, Missouri. I am on the way home. I'm heading to North Carolina, but the first stop will be Nashville, Tennessee tonight. From there, I'll be heading on home. So let's hit the road. I'm on Highway 7 now, headed to Clinton, Missouri. Then I'll head south on 13 all the way to Springfield. Just coming up in the sky is the sun. Wow, that's freaky. Just driving here, look how fast those clouds are moving. They're moving to my left. Isn't that weird? Maybe there's a big front here just south of us or something. They are really moving. Just into Clinton, Missouri, and over there is Golden Valley Memorial Hospital. If you come through here with a Tesla, you'll find two level 2 wall connectors on this side of the parking lot, about right in the center of the frame here. They are located somewhere about right there. So if you get hard up and you need some charge here in Golden Valley Memorial Hospital parking lot near Clinton, Missouri, you're set up. Had to do it. Had to stop for a Scottish breakfast. Had a wonderful oatmeal breakfast at Lee's, but I was still hungry. So I did it. Scottish breakfast, egg McMuffin. South on 13 now. This is Truman Lake. I'm continuing south here on Highway 13, headed to Springfield, Missouri. Once I get to Springfield, we'll get on Interstate 44, go around the outside of Springfield, and then head down to Highway 60 and then head east. We're going to go kind of on a 2-lane road. It's a highway, but it's not an interstate. Allows us to go across country, then we're going to get into some farm country. I can't believe it. Sun's out. It's a good deal. Just going around the city of Springfield, Missouri now. They have a kind of a loop around the whole city, like most of them. Just getting on Interstate 65 here now. And gonna go down 9 miles and get on Highway 60 to the east. Alright, just transitioning to the 60 east on the way to Kabul. Looks like it's a right-hand loop here. Right, there you go, 54 miles of range left. We're here at the fueling station. Let's get some fuel. Alright, let's let the games begin. Cost $3.19. Missouri fuel for you. Ho ho, look at that. 16.8 miles average. The GOM is predicting 438 miles. We'll see. Some of you might find this interesting. This is a railroad track here on the right. And they have vehicles called high wheelers, I think they're called. And they actually are vehicles, regular road vehicles, with wheels that ride onto the railroad track. Isn't that cool? Just past Seymour now, and sun's come out, which is great. We had overcast all morning this morning. This is Highway 60 eastbound. Let's have a look around here on Highway 60 in Missouri. Just coming into the town of Mountain View now. Gonna stop, I think, for a little Scottish lunch. Looks like they got a mill here where they mill wood, probably for furniture, let it all dry out. Get a little lunch and get back on the road here. Had to do it. Yep, Scottish lunch. Not much out here on Highway 60. So anyway, stopped. I'm going to hit the road and eat on the road. Let's go. That's a roller coaster for sure. Let's have a look around here on Highway 60. I changed up the direction I was going to go. I was going to head southeast all the way to Interstate 40 and then head into Nashville, but my Google Nav came on and said there was a big wreck on 40, at least a half-hour delay. So it asked me if I wanted to continue down Highway 60, which of course I said yes. It saved me 30 minutes. So that's where we are. We're going to head over through Clarksville, Tennessee, and then down Highway 24 or Interstate 24 into Nashville. Just about to Sykeston, about 20 miles away. Just coming out of the hills here now onto the flat. Wow, look at that big old thing on the road. Yeah, we're almost to Sykeston, about 4 miles away, where we pick up Interstate 57. So let's have a look around here before we get out of this part of the world. Yeah, there's lots and lots of agriculture this whole way. We're now eastbound here on Highway 60, which has turned to Interstate 57. We just went under Interstate 55, which heads to Chicago. Heading eastbound now. We're heading, they actually said we're entering Mississippi County, which is cool because we're going to be crossing the Mississippi up here. There you go, Boomland hot sauces. Yeah, you can see this thing starting to wig out. We're on low or on super wide. And if I go to regular, you can see it's really bad. If I go to regular zoom, it's okay. So I think the short range or the wide camera is intermittent here. There you go, Apple. Replace my brand new phone, please. This is kind of interesting. Highway 60 is really a elevated road here on a levee. In case Mississippi floods, it goes down there and over on this land. This is all very low farmland here. So when the river floods, it'll flood all the farmland if they didn't have these levees here. We're just about ready to get to the bridges up here. We're getting close to the bridge here now. Big truck here. See if I can, oh, this is gonna be fun. Jeez Louise. I always seem to meet a semi when I go up this bridge. There just is hardly any room at all. You look over here on the mirror, it's not very far. Anyway, here is the Mississippi River. Mississippi River there, and of course we have another semi. Let's see if I can do this. I don't know if I can retract the deal. Let's see if I can try to fit in here without getting my mirrors knocked off. All right, we continue across this little tiny narrow bridge. And again, there is the Mississippi. And now what do we got going here? Just another truck. I'm gonna get over as far as I can without bashing my mirrors. This bridge over here to the right now. Now we're in Illinois for a few hundred feet.
Turn right onto US 51 South, US 60 East.
What she says.
Continue on US 51 South for 5 miles. We found a faster route via I-24 East, which saves 38 minutes. If you prefer to stay on the current route, tap no thanks.
So we're going to go through this bridge now. This bridge is a little bit wider. And I believe it also goes over the Mississippi, as you guys can see. We got another semi here, but at least we've got a little more room on our side to get over. And Mississippi over on this side. And just cresting the bridge here now. And another truck. I'd retract the mirrors on this thing. They stick out quite a bit, but I can't do that. I only have 2 hands. All right, I think technically we're in Kentucky now after the middle of the bridge. And this bridge continues because this dirt down here floods. So, and of course we have another semi coming. Let's see if I can get my fanny over there a little bit. Try to get over as far as I can. And all these people don't seem to think that they should be on their side of the bridge. And there you go. We're now in Ballard County, and I believe we're in Kentucky. Yes, we are in Kentucky officially, and there's a sign. Well, there you have it. Missouri, Illinois, Kentucky, just like that. Narrow road, not bad condition, just narrow road. It's Highway 280. All right, here in Paducah, Kentucky.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. And this particular pump's a big giant filler. Doesn't take long. This is for the big trucks. 464 miles of range here in Paducah, Kentucky. We're on Interstate 24 now, headed south to Nashville, and there goes my phone. Brand new phone, it's about a week old, and the cameras are starting to do weird stuff. Anyway, I hope it doesn't break before I get home. Damn. Just going over the Tennessee River here now. As you can see, barges and all kinds of stuff there. Tennessee River. Yeah, somebody's got some trouble. This is a supercharger right here in Cuttawa, next to the Hampton. You can probably see it maybe down there. Right there. That's the supercharger in Cuttawa, Kentucky. Just in construction here on Interstate 24, still in Kentucky. We haven't quite made it to Tennessee yet. 77 miles to my destination. 9 miles of construction. Wow. And they're putting Jersey barriers down the center the whole way. Imagine that, 9 miles of Jersey barriers. Wow. Just before we leave Kentucky, let's have a look around. Yes, we found all the traffic here. There's a wreck up ahead and we're creeping along here. Hopefully it won't be too long. Google reports 8 minutes. Well, we're kind of halfway through that now. Let's see how this works out.